Hey, how's it going today? My name is Lance. I'm the North Dakota Carnivore. Just coming at you with a little bit of an update on what has been going on since my last video. Um, Pretty much stayed carnivore, stayed on plan, just like planning to do. You have to plan to succeed, even when you're eating a specific way. If you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get healthy, you have to have a plan. And it helps that I know what I'm going to be eating, especially when I go into eating stuff like this. Yes, that is a 5-pound chuck roast that I threw on my pellet smoker on Saturday. I smoked this here for approximately 7 hours, maybe just a little bit more. It's one of the best tasting chuck roasts I've ever had. It was absolutely delicious. A little bit of it being on the grill. Oh, it was so good. So this is what I ended up having for dinner on Saturday. I had lunch, which consisted of burger patties. So I ended up eating twice on the day I'm supposed to be eating OMAD. And I ended up eating chuck roast. I ended up having my burger patties, my pound and a half, 6 quarter-pound burger patties at around lunchtime, and then probably had another pound and a half of this chuck roast at 6 o'clock before we went to our hockey game. Man, was that good! Absolutely delicious. And then yesterday, it was coming pretty close to being at the time when we needed to cook this year for my wife. So this is chicken thighs, skin on, bone in chicken thighs that I made for her. That's Dano seasoning. It was just really simple. I coated the skin with bacon grease, and then seasoned the heck out of it with Dano seasoning. Threw in it was in a cast iron pan, so just threw it in the oven, 350 degrees for 90 minutes, and they turned out absolutely fabulous. Working on trying to lose my last 30 pounds that I want to get rid of. I don't know, eating this Saturday night, having that as an extra probably didn't do me any good. But, I'm all right with that because that was absolutely delicious. Still hasn't affected my weight, though. I mean, didn't help me lose any weight over the weekend. I still came in at 221 Saturday and Sunday. So if I went to eat 3 pounds of meat on Saturday, I might be back down to 220 or maybe 219, but that's going to be coming here. I know it is. Coming up at the end of the 30-day beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge that's going on. That's a challenge to eat just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for a 30-day period or 31 days here for the month of October. Today is actually day 27 of the challenge, so it's coming to an end. I only got a few days left of this here, and then on Saturday, figure out what I end up losing for this challenge. So far, I don't even remember what I started at for October. Can you believe that? I don't even know what I weighed October 1st. Okay, now I don't know. Now I feel better. I do know that September 22nd, I was 237 pounds, and I made it down to 220 pounds before I stopped my 5-day fast here at the 5th of October. And I've been hovering at 221 pretty much since then. Wasn't planning on getting stalled out after the fast. I thought I'd rebound up a couple of pounds and then start losing again, but I've just kind of been maintaining right there. So that can be frustrating, but that's what happens. I do know I can fit into a size 32 pants now much easier than I did first part of October. A couple weeks ago, I actually tried on a pair of 32 waist pants that I had. I bought them by mistake. I was going to buy a 34, 32, and I ended up buying 32, 34s. Couldn't fit into them. This was back in like March, and I was really frustrated because I did that. The end of September, I tried them on, and I could get them on. They didn't fit very well. I put them on about 2 weeks ago, and they actually fit, and they weren't tight. They weren't bad at all. Saturday, I went and bought another pair. So now I've got 2 pairs of pants that are size 32, 34, and I have room in them. So my body is changing to the point where I can fit into clothes that I couldn't fit into a month ago, even though my weight hasn't really changed a whole lot. Recomposition is what's going on. So there's different parts of my body that are getting smaller, different parts that might be getting bigger. I may be making muscle. I'm not working out. So I really don't think that's what it is. But I could be just eating a proper diet and doing my daily activities that I do can build muscle. It burns fat. My ketones are staying up there. In the mornings, they've been getting back down to about 0.5 and 0.6, but they've been staying above in that area. They haven't been going down to the 0.3 like they were just before I started that last fast and at the end of September. But like before I leave work to come home, they've been 1.6 to 2. So I know I'm burning fat, using that for energy. And that's what I want. And actually today, my wife, for the first time, did a 26-hour fast. And her ketones were at 1.0. It was the first time that I've tested her for ketones, and she's actually registered ketones. So I was pretty excited about that. She's like, "Is that good?" Hell yeah, that's good. But I'm very proud that she was registering the ketones, and she fasted, and she did pretty good all day today. So the only thing she could have done better would have been to have a little more salt, not the flavored element, but a regular raw element would have been really good for her to be able to drink that. But I don't think she can do that. She's better off just taking sodium on her tongue, putting some salt on her tongue and taking it that way, because I think she'd be able to handle it better. The taste of the raw element, I think it would be just too much salt for her to deal with. But she might be able to do it. I know I actually like it that way. I like the raw element. I like the way it tastes. But very proud that she went 26 hours on a fast. It was impromptu. She wasn't feeling the best, and I had suggested just going until 24 hours for her to do that, and then she was getting close to it and she was talking to me, and I'm like, well, can you wait till I get home? And so I'd like to test your ketones because my keto mojo is in my bag. I test myself at work and stuff. I was actually just really excited that she waited that long, 26 hours. It's the first time she's gone that long and not wanting to bite somebody's head off. But she did an intentional fast for 26 hours, which is awesome. It's a start, and it's a very good start. It's now, she wants to do this again. She knows she can make it this far. She knows it helps her blood sugar. She knows it helps for her to build ketones. So I just got to get her to understand what ketones are and what they do. That's coming. So that's about all I got really right now. Let's see. Here we go. Let's put that up there. That's just a reminder. You need to eat meat, be happy, because that's all it takes. It's a carnivore lifestyle. It's eating the proper human diet, animals and animal byproducts. If you eat that, your health will improve. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying what's happened to me. So, but it's a great way to be. Just remember to eat meat, be happy. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.